A good morning from South Jersey. It's the 16th of April, Wednesday morning, 9:30 a.m. No school today. I am going to shower soon and get dressed. My mom and I have been asked to be in a commercial at the gym we go to. I don't know how embarrassing this is going to be. I don't know what's going to be asked of me, but they did ask me to be in it, and they asked my mom too. Wear bright colors. I'm like, oh my god. I don't know if this is going to be for me. I wear a black top and a black bathing suit when I swim, and people will throw sardines at me. It's humiliating. So anyway, I'm doing that today. But listen, you guys, I hate all this fear out there. The injustices that are occurring to our immigrants today, they've been going on like this. I talked about this right after the election, before the inauguration. My heart has always gone out to the immigrants. I can't even imagine leaving your home in the morning or your little room. Your bed's made, you got clothes for the week all folded, you do laundry at the laundromat, you got a little refrigerator with some food that you've prepared for the following week or for the week. You've got a picture of your girlfriend, your mother, your family, a little, pile of money up on the refrigerator that you're about to send home to your girlfriend or your mom in Guatemala. And you go to work and they grab you and throw you in a cage. What happens to all your shit? And that's happening to thousands and thousands of people. It's a crime against humanity. You cannot grab a bunch of people based on race and relocate them without answering for it. It's crime against humanity. Donald Trump is going to be arrested. So is Stephen Miller. So is Tom Horman. And a slew of Republicans. What a despicable group they have. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Why do we have to say her middle name like she's some freaking celebrity? Why don't we just call her Maggie G? Maggie Green. Nasty ass Maggie. Maggie the Naggy. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Are you shitting me? Like she's somebody. She's a homely ass, mean-spirited, nasty woman. She's a reptilian. But her talking down there in Georgia, you Georgia people, how do you keep her in office? Kentucky people, how do you keep Mitch McConnell in office? Texas, how do you keep Ted Cruz in office? Louisiana, how do you give that guy Kennedy with his bullshit drawl? How do you give him your vote? What's wrong with you southern states? The despicable group of people you have in office. It's overwhelming. DeSantis in Florida. It goes on. Oy, but, all right, so all the shit that you have going on. Oh, Stephen Miller, Joseph Goebbels. Google him. That was Hitler's guy, Joseph Goebbels. Steve Miller is Donald Trump's guy. Steve Bannon, they're all going to be rearrested. When the judgments come down from the courts, the Supreme Court, the people that enforce those judgments are the U.S. Marshal Service. So, Secret Service, stand down. Military has to be aware. We're only 5% of the world's population. You don't think that there's a global group out there looking at us? Yeah, it's called the International Criminal Court. They have to observe what's going on globally to prevent further atrocities from occurring when they're occurring. This guy's not going to come back from El Salvador. I don't believe he's alive. We at least see a video of him, a clip, nothing. And I hate that our media is being censored. It gives me an eerie, terrible feeling. Nothing on TV is the truth. CBS is so a bunch of fluff. Gayle King and those women going up in the capsule, what a bunch of bullshit. Diversionary. And then the woman that was on there today talking about the economy and all this other stuff, she's a plant. Little bit of eye candy for the public. It's all propaganda bullshit. Our media. But here's what I'm going to say to you. I don't want this to go too long. I'm at 4 minutes, 55 seconds. I get angst out for everybody out there too. All the immigrants getting picked up, and now they might want to go after civilians and people that are. Listen, here's what we need to do. Stephen Miller, where's his family located? Who's his inner circle? Secret Service going to assign everybody in his inner circle and his family a security detail? I don't think so. Steve Bannon, where's his loved ones? Where's his family? Where are they located? What state? Where? We all should be aware of it. They're going to come after our asses. We should know everything about them. The Speaker of the House, that asshole. And I just think I love my voice so much I can speak all day. And he alluded that his son's going to Annapolis. I bet he'll be a bigger prick than you. Just what the fleet needs, another asshole. Blindly following orders. Where's the military guys speaking up? Are they speaking up? Are they suppressed? I don't see any of it in the news. They can't be thrilled with Pete Hegseth. Six minutes, 11 seconds in. We need to know a list where Steve Miller's, we should know who they are and where they are. We are the American public. We the people. There's many, 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 many more of us than there are of them. They should be walking trepidatiously and cautious about pissing us off. They all have families. No, they can just come into the civilian population and pick and take who they want. We have to unite. That can't be allowed. They have to know they too are vulnerable. I haven't been this pissed off since Donald Trump Jr. or was it Eric Trump? One of them left a shit message overnight about we better toe the line or much, much worse can happen to us. The Trump family, they're not excluded from this. Everybody is vulnerable. Everybody has to answer to somebody, and we the people, they have to answer to us. Tom Horman, where's he from? Where's his family from? Where are they located? Who is his inner circle? Where does he live? Anyway, warm and fluffy yesterday. I'm all there. Today, I'm angry. I'm angry. And I'm disgusted. You couldn't ask for any more misfits. Maggie Green, Naggy Maggie, talking shit at her in Georgia. That's what I wanted to get back to. They took the state police or the state police of Georgia, manhandled that guy and brought him out of that bullshit talk that she was doing or whatever. That's how you handle the public now? The police better watch out for themselves because their job is to watch out for us. You should know the police in your own town and where they live and who their families are. Those state troopers or the Georgia cops, whoever the hell they were, they got families. Who are they? Where do they live? They want to start going after people. They got to answer for this shit. I don't care. There's 15, 20. Each one of those guys has families and they have friends and they live somewhere. The American public should know who they are. All this ICE roundup bullshit, it's all Donald Trump's billionaire friends and their families. They're like free agents going out there. That's why you saw those young kids covered with their masks. I knew they were young. Then when they picked up that girl on campus, they weren't ICE. They were sworn in to do this. Make no mistake, Donald Trump's billionaire friends are making money off this roundup. They built the prisons and helped finance them in our country and in El Salvador, throwing money down there. They're building up detention centers all around our country. They're built. They just need to fill them. And who's going to pay the price for us grabbing our people and sticking them in the cages? The economy is going to take a punch in the stomach because they're removed from society, and it's not good for civilization to have uncles, dads, brothers, and sisters and are picked up and sent away. All those guys you see in El Salvador, the thousands of guys all shaved heads and stuff, they all have kids. They all have brothers and sisters and aunts and uncles. None of these things happen in a bubble. And no one can operate in a bubble. So all these people that are pulling this shit, Tom Horman, Steve Miller, the Speaker of the House, that asshole, and Maggie Nagy Green, all the senators that you assholes down in the southern states are continuing to empower, Kennedy of Louisiana, McConnell of Kentucky, Green, Maggie Green of Georgia. How do you guys have these people in office? What's wrong with you? Women, especially. MAGA women are a special breed of evil. They need to answer for this too. Whoever's empowering these people need to answer to it by who? We the people. Call them out on their shit. That's it. I don't like to live in fear. I told MAGA people long ago that if we were going to sit and discuss anything, let's do it. Just don't bring any weapons. That's it. Everybody has an Acme in their area. Meet you behind the Acme. They're going to start rounding up people? What, are you kidding me? So anyway, on the 19th, we're all going to be, I'm going back to Philadelphia. I'm sure there's going to be a big march there. We'll see if it's going to be on the TV. It better be. But I can see if you're a minority not participating, because if wind comes out on Friday or Thursday, tomorrow, that this guy Garcia is dead, people might start becoming emotional. Then he could very well call out martial law. And if he does that, I believe that it's going to come back to hurt him, because even all the people, the military, the police, there's so many good people in those agencies, in those fields. There have to be, like, we can't go after the civilians. This is the danger, and the judges have to put down a judgment to have the arrests made. Donald Trump should be arrested and removed. J.D. Vance, arrested and removed. Stephen Miller, Steve Bannon, Elon Musk, Roger Stone, Paul Manafort, they're all whispering in his ear. They all have to be arrested and go back to jail. That's it. I can't put the list. I don't know the list, but the American people should know everything about Steve Bannon. What town he's from, who his friends are, who's his family. Steve Miller, Joseph Goebbels, that ugly, homely, inside and out, nasty. Who's his family? Where are they located? Where town is he from? Who's his family and friends? We should know. And they need to answer for what they're doing. The gloves have to come off. We should be walking around in fear. They should be. They work for us. And I'm fed up. Donald Trump with Stephen Miller in the Oval Office the other day having their bullshit talk. Donald Trump turning to, I love her, Caitlyn. Oh, you don't have any more credibility, and you're this, and you're from this, a mediocre, news agency. He's never done anything remotely successful in any business venture. His casinos all went bankrupt. His airlines went bankrupt. His wine went bankrupt. His steak went bankrupt. His Trump University went bankrupt. Here's a guy that doesn't know how to budget or handle anything when it comes to economics or finance. But you love him because he knows how to point. You're fired. Bullshit. Wake up, MAGA. We're hitting critical mass and we don't need your shit anymore. You need to contact your representatives and say, I don't support Donald Trump anymore. We all knew the truth. Now we're living it. What it's like to have him where he is. The world's upside down and it's your fault. So, the Blue Nation, the left wing, liberals, Democrats should not be uneasy. You should be uneasy. Because there's a lot more of us than there are of you. And that's it. This is one of my longest ones. I don't know if we're going to even replay it or re-edit it. It's under 15 minutes. I'm going to leave it at that. But, we all get pissed off, and I like to be hold on to hope, and I do. of all the hope in the world that goodness is going to prevail. And then when the judges start passing judgments, arrests will be made. But in the meantime, I want all of us to think about this. Stephen Miller talking shit in the Oval Office and Tom Horman talking shit in front of the news about how they're going to go after these immigrant rapists and yada, yada, yada. Bullshit. Where the hell does Steve Miller live? Who's his family? What town is he from? Where's the same thing with Tom Horman? We should know all about them. So crimes against humanity, they have to answer for it. By who? By we the people. Elon Musk, give a shit about his security detail. Where's his family? Where do they live? Where does he rest his head at night? We all should know. You get tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of civilians going into an area. You think you're going to shut us down? No. Slowly silence everybody into fear and cowering and not acting. Bullshit. Don't feel afraid. There's a lot more of us than there are of them. So let's see if their arrests are going to be made soon. They need to be. Crimes against humanity. Here we are. Putin in Ukraine, Netanyahu in Gaza, bombing hospitals as of yesterday, bombing a children's hospital and a children's ward. They're at their brink. They're exterminating those people. The Lebanese and Syrians, all of them, they're beautiful people. They're beautiful people. I'm fed up with the whole Israeli supporting them. So this is crimes against humanity too. What is the percentage of population of the United States compared to the world? 5%. Let's Google, what's the percentage of Israel compared to the world? Donald Trump and Netanyahu have to answer for their crimes. Let Interpol come in with the blessings of the military, Secret Service stand down, and let the U.S. Marshal Service take them into custody and detain them and put them away. And we will beg Kamala Harris and Tim Walz to return our country and the world back to normalcy. Enough. There should be a list of where all Trump's henchmen, Caroline, the spokesperson, the press secretary, Pam Bondi, Patel's out of the picture. You know he's not with the FBI anymore. They dismissed him silently. There's somebody else doing the job there. So slowly we're getting our foothold back. The FBI has to stand up and allow the U.S. Marshal Service to do their job. That's it. That's all I got. 18 minutes, 6 seconds. You're like, yeah, well, good. I'm glad you're finally done talking. Oh, guys, I love you. It's it's Wednesday, the 16th of April, 9:49 a.m. And I wish you a beautiful Wednesday. We cannot allow civilians in this country to start being rounded up. And if he does do martial law on the 19th, if people start to go a little crazy because we find out that this Garcia fellow is dead, and they announce it on Friday going into Saturday on the 19th, he can call martial law. And I'm saying this, the military and the police have to use the right discretion. Don't come after the American public because you have families too. Keep that in mind. That's it. Peace out from South Jersey.